So, good morning. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. My name is Udoja Favor Chinechere, and I wanted to tell you guys a lot about life, friendship, relationship, and business aspects. I've been thinking on how to do it, and it's not really easy for me. It's not that I'm camera shy, but I'm like, if I say something, are people going to want to listen to me, want to hear me out? But what I'm saying, I want to focus more on the business aspect. I'm somebody that I'm a healthcare student, but I find myself having ideas regarding to business a lot in terms of people that owns business and their business are going down, what they want to do, how to improve their business. Well, I'm here to give you advice. I'm here to talk to you, give you marketing ideas, what you can do to boost your business. I know that it's not easy starting up a business, having customers and making sales. But there's one thing I know, that when you have good marketing strategy, you can be able to make sales in your business. That's what I'm sure about. Because most of the businessmen in the world, they didn't just start making sales just like that. They started from somewhere. And it's because they have good planning committee. They have people that tell them that, okay, this is what you need to do to be able to boost your business. I have so many business strategies that I can give you so that your business can boost. Now, as an entrepreneur, or as somebody that you owns a business, like you are a single one, like a one-man business. Now, if you started your business of recent and the business is not boosting, now before you started the business, there are things that you're supposed to do, there are steps you're supposed to take before you start up a business. Before you before you make a product, you have to go into the business environment, study what is in the market, what did they put out there in the market. That's the first thing that you study. Then after studying the business environment, then you think about the product that you want to make. What are the products in the marketing environment, and the product that you want to make, is it something that when people see they will want to buy? Now I'll be using a case study, which is the detergent company. We all know that we have many detergent company in Nigeria. We have Wow, we have Omo, we have Clean, and we have Viva. I can't remember the rest of them. We have Good Mama. But there's one thing that you're supposed to try to pick from it. Now Viva is like top one detergents in Nigeria. And they didn't just jump to being top one detergents in Nigeria. They started from somewhere. Now the Wow I mentioned, the Omo and the Good Mama and the Clean. Now, Wow, Good Mama, Omo and Clean, they're not on high demand. It's not a lie. If you check, majority of shops that you go to, majority of supermarkets that you go to, is Viva they usually buy. Now, there's a reason why it's like that. The person that owns the company studied the business environment before putting a product out. Do you understand where I'm going? Now, Viva started with one detergent. They said with just one detergent. Before you know it, they made two detergents. Before you know it, they made three detergents. Now, there is normal Viva, there's odor removal, there is Viva perfume, and they made three different type of tablet soap. They even made Viva tablet soap for Ankara. Now, the company is making liquid soap. Now, they didn't just start from somewhere. Now, the owner of the company studied the business environment. He made a product. When he saw that people are liking the product, because you don't just make a product and put it out there, the quality has to be tested through the people that are manufacturing it to make sure that it's good for human beings to use, so that it will not affect their skin and stuff and all that. So after they made the first one and he saw that they are making sales, he went ahead to make the second one, the third one, and the rest of them. Do you understand? So now this is somebody that he's making use of the four pieces of marketing, because there's what we call four pieces of marketing. Like, they are the main things that determine if a product that you make will be able to grow, will be able to make sales in the market. Because one thing that you have to know as a business person is that the business environment is very competitive in nature, very very competitive. You don't just put a product out there because you don't know who is buying it and you don't know the selling price in the market. Do you understand? Now, there are things that when you decide to make a product, you have to sit down and you have to analyze, you have to strategize, you have to think about the practical aspects of the product that you want to make. You don't just put a product out there. You don't do that, because you that are putting a product out there and you within the space of 1 week, 2 weeks, and you're not seeing sales. Why do you think you're not seeing sales? Why do you think you're not seeing sales? Why? You think it's because the product is not good? No, it's not like that, because you didn't study the marketing environment before putting the product out there. Do you understand? Now look at Good Mama. Good Mama, like then, like a year or 2 years back, people were not buying it, they were buying it because Viva was introduced within, I think, last year. Now, within like season, that's the Xmas period, before the Xmas period, Good Mama changed their strategy. They started making Good Mama lemon fresh, and now people are buying that one. So the person saw the business environment and saw that, okay, what we are making before, people are not buying it. I think we need to change the way we're making our products, whereby they change the product they're making, they change the advertising method. Now they change the branding method. So you see that the person studied the business environment before he started putting it out there. Then that's aside for the business aspect. Now let's talk about you as an individual. Now as an individual, you might be in school, or you might be somebody that you just finished university and figure out what you want to do. Now there's nothing that you cannot start. There's nothing you cannot start as an individual. Me, for instance, now I'm in school, I'm a student, I'm not doing any business yet. But as an healthcare student, I was learning a skill aside the course I'm studying. I was learning makeup. Now, this was what I was supposed to learn before I entered school. But my mommy was like, no, 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 there's nothing there. She please just to draw eyebrow. Mommy, I said, okay, no problem, because I'm not the one watching myself. She was making the choices for me. Do you understand? So, along the line, within the space of last year, June, I was telling myself that I need to do something for myself. It's not that you can't be dependent on your parents for the rest of your life. No, you can't be doing that shit. You can't. Because if you keep doing it, there's no two ways about it that you're going to be coming out. Because at some point in your time, there are bills that you need to pay. Who is going to pay them? Who is going to pay them? So my church had like they had a connect. So I was talking to a lady, we having a conversation, and boom, she was like, okay, aside from healthcare, what your passion? I was like, my have passion for makeup. She was like, oh, you have passion for makeup? I said, yes, ma. So she was like, oh, she has a client too. I was like, okay, come so they get a book, get a pen. I was like, okay, ma, no problem. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Now, some people see makeup as something that there's nothing there. There's something there, because do you know the kind of money that you're making? I didn't mean I had the opportunity to learn it before I enter school. Do you know how much I'll be making? That what I'll be doing with my boss is upgrading, but no opportunity is lost. When opportunity presents itself to you, you take the opportunity. That is why you don't only be the person that creates opportunity. When you see good opportunity, you make use of them, because you don't know when they will come again. Now I started going for classes with my boss. It wasn't easy, I will admit, but I had to like put my head down. Even there were times that I was sick, I was going through a lot, but I still protected myself. If my boss come, I feel like